Imagine a moment when a robot is no longer just a tool or a toy, but a fully capable worker, partner, security guard, soldier, or even a member of the family. A moment when the line between machines and living beings begins to blur. That moment is no longer science fiction. It has arrived, and its name is Unitree G1. China, a country that once merely copied Western technologies, is now creating robots that even Silicon Valley finds astonishing. Unitree G1 is not just another humanoid. It is a symbol that China has entered the race for technological leadership seriously and for the long haul. And the most striking part? It has every chance of winning, because what this robot has demonstrated was, until recently, considered impossible. Flexibility, coordination, reaction speed, intelligence, real-time control, autonomy, all of this in a single machine. And now imagine that it does not cost millions of dollars like its American counterparts, but instead is priced similarly to a used car. Now you begin to understand why alarm bells are ringing in the United States and Japan. Humanoid robots have long been a beautiful yet distant dream. Boston Dynamics, Tesla Optimus, Figure 01, they have all shown their progress, but none have approached truly accessible, widespread application. And then suddenly, a robot arrives from China that does more than just walk. It runs, squats, performs flips, manipulates objects, recognizes voices, responds to its surroundings, executes commands, all with that human-like grace that developers around the world have been chasing for years. Most astonishing of all, the Unitree G1 operates on advanced artificial intelligence algorithms that make it not just a mechanical executor, but a genuinely intelligent being. It can self-learn, adapt to new environments, and even coordinate with other robots as part of a team. This is not just a step, it is a leap into a new era. Unitree Robotics has long been known for its quadrupedal robotic machines, but the G1 is a true revolution. Small, compact, weighing only 35 kilograms, yet capable of performing incredibly complex tasks. It has 23 degrees of freedom, with remarkable mobility in its arms, legs, and neck. It can pick up an object, open a door, hold an egg without dropping it, all while staying on its feet even when exposed to strong external force. But that is only the beginning. The Unitree G1 is not only physically advanced, it is equipped with a computer vision system that allows it to construct a three-dimensional map of its environment, recognize objects, and act in uncertain conditions. It understands voice commands, can follow a person, and recognizes faces. Most importantly, its intelligence, based on the latest generation of artificial intelligence, allows it to engage in adaptive behavior. This means that if it is deployed in a new office, it will not simply wait for instructions. It will begin to explore, learn, adapt, and over time, perform better and better. And this is where it gets most interesting. Because the United States, Japan, and even South Korea are now watching in amazement as China, without flashy announcements or massive marketing campaigns, and without the multi-billion-dollar budgets of Elon Musk or Google, begins to create an army of intelligent and affordable robots. Imagine that one of these robots costs less than an iPhone Pro Max. Now try to picture a warehouse, a factory, a hospital, a military base, or even a home, not with one, but with dozens or hundreds of such machines. This is no longer science fiction, but a potential reality in the near future. This is why closed-door briefings have already been held at the Pentagon, involving analysts, engineers, and military personnel to discuss the real threat posed by Chinese robotics. Because where the United States once dominated through unique chips, cloud infrastructure, and intelligent systems, China now has the potential not just to catch up, but to surpass, through scale, efficiency, and speed of deployment. Now let us return to the Unitree G1 itself. Its power system is based on next-generation brushless servo motors. This means its movements are not just precise, but fluid in a human-like way. It does not shuffle its feet like older robots. It walks like a human being. Its battery provides up to 2 hours of autonomous operation. It can carry a load of up to 5 kilograms in each hand. Its movements are so finely tuned that in one of the demonstration videos, it balances on one leg while holding a box in its hands. It features an open software development kit platform, allowing third-party developers to create applications, teach it new skills, and integrate it into various business processes. But the most important aspect is its accessibility. Today, you can order this robot online as if it were an ordinary appliance, and that breaks the entire familiar landscape. The Chinese model has once again demonstrated that it is not necessary to be the first in science. What matters is being the first in implementation. While American corporations are polishing their prototypes, China is already deploying humanoids into logistics, security, and manufacturing. And that perhaps is the deepest fear increasingly felt in Western tech circles. Because if the Unitree G1 is only the beginning, what comes next? There is also a military dimension. According to leaks and indirect evidence, China is already conducting tests of tactical versions of humanoids based on the G1. These are equipped with surveillance systems and the ability to operate as part of combat teams, patrol areas, and evacuate the wounded. American generals observing these developments are beginning to ask an uncomfortable question. Is China building a robot army against which they have no defense? What once sounded like a science fiction scenario is now a set of working prototypes being tested on training grounds. But it is not all bleak, because competition in this field in itself accelerates progress. Inspired by the success of the Chinese, companies may begin to scale their projects, reduce costs, and open up their systems. This is already happening. More and more investment is flowing into robotics startups. Within the next 2 to 3 years, we can expect humanoid robots to appear en masse in fields currently occupied by human workers: security, logistics, manufacturing, elderly care, and delivery. Those who laugh today at the idea of a robot in a store will soon be greeting one in the morning while buying coffee. Unitree G1 is an indicator, a signal of how fast Chinese engineering is advancing, an indicator of how quickly technology is becoming widespread, and most importantly, it is a mirror in which the rest of the world can see its own lag. Today it is just a robot, but in 5 years it may be a personal assistant at home, replacing a guard, a cleaner, and a courier. And in 10 years, perhaps a new kind of intelligent being, living alongside humans. The question now is not whether such robots can change the world. The question is different. Who will control these machines? Which country will set the standards? Who will own the code, the hardware, the updates, and the behavior? And if China is currently setting the pace of this race, the rest of the world has less and less time not just to catch up, but to survive in an era where competition is no longer between nations and armies, but between silicon-based intellects. Unitree G1 is the beginning of a new era, and that era is already knocking at the door. That is why the concern in Washington is not theatrical. It is a real technological panic. Because the race for artificial intelligence-powered humanoids is not just about the market of the future. It is a struggle for global influence. Whoever is first to deploy humanoids with artificial intelligence on a mass scale can dramatically boost productivity, security, control, and the overall economy. It would be as if one country had invented electricity or the internet 100 years before everyone else. And it seems that China is seriously intending to seize this opportunity. The world will never be the same again. And the question is not whether we are ready for such robotic machines, but can we keep up with China? Because the Unitree G1 is not the peak, it is only the first step. And behind it, more powerful, more intelligent, more autonomous generations are already being prepared. And if we do not want to wake up one day in a world where almost everything is maintained by Chinese robots controlled by foreign artificial intelligence, then we must act now. Otherwise, the future will rewrite itself before our very eyes, in Chinese.